I was shot down on the last day of the war, 22nd of September 1965. I was attacking a military position in Pakistan when my aircraft was attacked, shot up by ground fire. I was flying very low and pretty fast, and I had to eject immediately. I landed on my butt, and I was momentarily paralyzed. So when these troops came up within seconds of my landing, they were all in khaki, and I wasn't too sure whether they were Indian or Pakistani. At that time, the Indian artillery opened up, and one of these guys said, "Those are your guns," and I was a prisoner of war. Anyway, I said, I can't move. I had a revolver with me. I couldn't take it out. They put me onto a stretcher, took me to the brigade headquarters that I was attacking. From there, I went backwards to a place called, they had a hospital or a field hospital, a place called Luliani, south of Lahore. Then I was evacuated to Lahore. In Lahore, the medical treatment was good. But I was in solitary confinement, and when I was there, the then Army Chief Musa came and sort of said, "How are you? When are you being looked after?" etc. So do you want anything? I said, "Yes, I'd like to be sort of with the other Indian prisoners of war." It so transpired that I was then moved to a place called to a prisoner of war camp. I can't remember where it was. Probably in Peshawar, where I spent 3 or 4 days in waiting. And interestingly, when I was in solitary confinement all this time, a senior or a junior commissioned officer with Pak Army came and sort of साहब सुनाया कि आप सदर कोठी में ठहरे थे. You were a guest of the President of Pakistan. So I said, no, I've been in hospital, I've been in solitary confinement. And then I was put onto a train to this main prisoner of war camp, a fort called Dargai in the northwest frontier, where I was, for the first time, I met other prisoners of war. We were about 34 or 35 of them there, and they all army officers. And I was told that there was a separate compound or enclosure for Air Force officers, and that I would be moved there. And a third compound, they're all adjacent one to the other, which had only Sikh officers in it. And this entire battalion of officers from that particular battalion had surrendered. And they were certainly given preferential treatment. They were allowed to, have their prayers, and the Guru Granth Sahib, I think, was provided to them, and the Guru's birthdays were sort of significant days to observe, and sometimes the Pakistani officers would participate. So there were 38 army officers, I use the word, 11 from 4 Sikhs, 49, and we were 7 Air Force officers who were taken prisoner. I did spend some amount of time in solitary confinement in Rawalpindi and in Peshawar, and eventually repatriated on the 22nd of January 1966. It was while I was a prisoner that one learned of, we first got our Red Cross parcels, because till that time, as far as everyone else was concerned, nobody knew whether X was a prisoner of war or had he been killed. But the moment you were recognized as a POW, your Red Cross parcels came in, and you were then entitled to the princely sum of POW pay about 65 rupees a month, with which they bought your toiletry, and they bought your condiments, and you bought your razai and slippers and everything like that.